banging, man. This your boy Nutso. Mr. Get With It and get your face knitted. Reppin' that Q Borough, nigga. Flushing Queens, man. I'm out here with my motherfucking family. You already know what it is when you hear that. Ooh, hey. Yeah, nigga. Screwball Radio with Black Poet and King Eric. Common, what up? This is what we do, man. Nutso, Queens. Was brangin', nigga.
Yeah, it's your boy Life Really Long, live from the pandemic. Yeah, so keeping the vibes right. You know what I'm saying? We got Screwball Radio with your man King Eric, Black Poet. Shout out my man Common, you know how we do, you know what I mean? Screwball Radio, get in tune, baby. We out here, let's go.
Yeah, what up, man? It's your boy Common, man, Screwball Capo, and I'm here on Screwball Radio with my brother Black Poet and King Eric.
You know what it is? Escape the drippiest of Screwball. I'm here with the wildest and the grimiest, King Eric and Black Poet at Screwball Radio. Oh yeah, shout out my big bros for life, John Nitty, Kyron, Common, Bronchek, rest easy KL Hostel.
What's hood good with y'all? This your big homie, Prodigy Hood from the South Central Cartel. I'm tapping in with the homies, Black Poet and Eric Mossberg at Screwball Radio. Bang that.
What's up? This is Prince Power Rule, aka Marcano from the Leftovers, and you're listening to Screwball Radio with my man Black Poet and King Eric. Yeah.
What it is, y'all. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And look, I want to give big ups to my East Coast family. Shout out to Screwball Radio, you dig? Man, big ups to Common, Black, Poet, and my nephew Eric Mossberg. That's what it is, Screwball Radio, Buddy Boys, the legendary Cocaine. We on that Monkey Wasn't Funky campaign, you heard? Man, keep it wiggling.
Screwball.
Madman.
And Pillar. What? Black Poet. Yeah. Comment. You already know. What up? Let's go. Yo, I'm not in the mood, don't ask me no dumb shit. Spaz out on you and everybody you run with. I dead niggas on that bread, nigga. Fuck everybody involved, I'll take off your head, nigga. I'm not new to a war. Hardcore scratching on your door with my paws. I got niggas that treat Rackers Island like great adventures. Some of my thuns won't be home for 20 winters. Real shit, no kind of exaggeration. My flow be blazing straight from the basement. Yeah, I'm so hard, in fact. Just imagine if King Kong could rap. I come to your city, tear up the town, burn up your throne, melt down your crown. I get it in something terrible, cause chaos and confusion like the devil do.
Watch this motherfucker grab a hammer, light something. Rhyme gauntlet in the hood, they don't cross colors. 2 building, 3 building, 4 niggas pumping that Miley Cyrus. Round here, pump that Sanford and Son. Bronx bomber, madman. Niggas know me from Soundview to University. Little Ricky Silly with the stainless. Mob nigga for real, only talk to bosses. From Cedric Ave to Malali Park. The D's be lurking, niggas don't care, frost wrist. 4 carats in the earlobe, sipping on that Crime Family. For real, catch me huddling in Long Island with diamonds who throw signs like Russell Martin and get it for 24. Robinson Cano in the club, you covering pussy, we trying to sell. 2 cell phones, 4 emails, 193rd birthday's animal in the hood with 2 black choppers, 50 a clip. To my niggas in the cell doing sets of 10 in a 4x10 cell. Catching wreck, Screwball, ODG, Madman, YO to the bridge. New York Crime Family, love and loyalty all across the board. Raise the man flag high across the tri-state. Do the knowledge, motherfucker. J Hood, Black Poet, Comment, salute, motherfucker. squeeze blickies, only thing you pop is bottles. We trees them and leave our DNA on the face of models. My niggas got that blade brown, no class sack, no butt cheeks jumping when I get that ass clap. Fall back like you slipped on a banana peel. The M16 the length of my arm in the banana field. A lot of haters underestimating my power, but they dumb call me like Seti and Mr. Hightower. My youngest get down, but it'll leave you blammed up off a head till they ain't even gotta lift a hand up. 3 revolvers, case the semi-autos jam up. You say she a wifey dog, I say she a damn slut. Nigga, and what? Rhinos will tell your man up. His guts a moonwalk out his stomach all cause he ran up. Give me the slammy, I'm taking more shots than Westbrook. Swiss cheese a nigga body and see how his vest look. She got ripped apart, whole face dismantled. Leave a nigga skin leaking just like a lit candle. It'll make a weak stomach nigga vomit. Catch me mobbing through the X with the homie comment. Get a lame nigga follow, no Twitter. Niggas verified killer, smoother than a chinchilla. Only fools argue with fools. The world full of broke niggas, dog. That's why I keep the tools.
Yeah. Screwball Radio, live from the Matrix. Another Saturday night.
Yes, sir. We back in live and direct, man. Episode 267. Feels good to be back with y'all building.
Yeah, you know what it is, you know. Last week handling some shit, you know. What? We back at it. Salute everybody who's tapping in with us, you know. What's good, E?
Man, doing good out here, man. Getting ready, sitting here watching Elimination Chamber while on the live right now. Then I also got the NBA game on there too. So you know we covering the sports thing. A lot of shit going on right now, man. That's why I named it wartime for a reason. Like you got United States and Israel clicking up on Iran. So you got that messy situation right there. Then you got within the hip hop culture, you got 50 Cent and T.I., which went from comedy turned serious. So it's a lot to tear down for this past week. A lot of stuff going on. So anybody want to chime in? Let us know right here. We live and direct.
And you know we dealing with the winter wars, you know, for the blizzard that just hit.
Yeah.
Last week, you know, last Saturday, Sunday to Monday or whatever it was. So we out here, you know, going to war with this cold weather. That T.I. shit, that shit is all fucking bullshit to me, you know. The internet is the internet, and 50's the master troll. So, you know, I don't be looking too deep into that shit, you know. T.I. want to sell records, so he gonna do whatever it takes. But, you know, I don't entertain none of that shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I would just go ahead and say that I will say that this is pretty much bringing the absolute monster out of T.I. because he's putting out some of the best records I've heard in years. And one thing that I love about competition within hip-hop culture is that it forces guys to really get in their pivot and put out dope music. They can't really coast, especially when you got a guy like 50 on your heels. So you got to pretty much go hard or go home.
I mean, but at the end of the day, right, coming from a 50 Cent mind state, you just making record after record. He don't have to respond ever. He just gonna go make his money. So, all right, you putting out the records, your kids are putting out records. It became a family affair. But 50 don't give a fuck. about any of that shit. You know.
But I will say this. And this is a prediction here. I mean, people can go ahead back to the show. I predict there's going to be a response coming within about a good week or week or two from now. Because one thing about 50 Cent is he's a very strategic guy. And my prediction would be he's going to probably drop something or something bombshelling when nobody's talking about this anymore.
Listen, he didn't respond to Mano. He didn't respond to Fab. He didn't respond to Jim Jones. What makes you think he's going to respond to T.I.? I mean, yeah, they disrespectful and brought his moms up, but obviously he ain't got no time for his shit.
That's where you got to worry. Because one thing I know about a guy that's very strategic, they're not going to put their whole cards on the deck right now. Because anytime I'm looking at 50 and he posting and he's making it like everything is peach and creamy, like he's posting up business ventures and promotion of his movies, he's going to come out of woodwork and just hit you with something. I mean, that's just the way strategic thinkers do. What it is, I don't know.
I mean, so, you know,
go ahead.
It's at the end of the day, you know, me personally, I know he don't give two shits about it. They ain't sell more records than him. They not on his level. So why even respond? Salute Derek Mallory for tapping in.
Yes,
salute
sir.
Minneapolis. Salute St. Paul, Minnesota, the Twin Cities. Big up to y'all. And, you know, think about it, man. The only person that 50 has actually responded to, when you look at a lot of shit, Floyd Mayweather, Ja Rule, Rick Ross,
Benzino.
Yeah, but you know, Benzino beef is really an Eminem beef that he put himself into. He said 50 ain't got it like that no more. He's almost 50 in July.
I think he is 50 years old.
He's not 50 yet. Don't get it twisted, man. You know, 50 is just the number, you know. The moves that he's making, he's out there doing shows, he's on the road, he's still performing. None of that shit matters to him. None of that beef shit. It ain't like it's Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I love T.I. I love his music. You know, I've been following him. I've been following T.I. since trap music. And, you know, he ain't really blow up until he did the record with Swizz Beatz. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about the Bring It Out joint, right?
Yeah, that's his biggest record. That's when New York accepted him. You know what I'm saying? All these down south rappers, man, and I respect all of them. You know? But a lot of them wouldn't have made where they made until New York played their record. Lil Wayne, T.I., Nelly, you know what I'm saying? Ice Cube, Cypress Hill. I could keep going. You know what I'm saying? When New York breaks an out-of-towners record, they end up going through the roof.
Say the same with Snoop Dogg when he broke off Deep Cover.
Yeah, and it's the same with 50. You know, 50 wasn't, New York wasn't playing 50 records. It wasn't until he went south and Midwest with it because of the Shady Records and No Limit push. You know, No Limit put them on their first tour.
Sure did.
you know, and it was Juvenile that made the connection for 50 with Eminem. You know?
And the rest was history.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you know, he don't gotta respond to none of that. He don't gotta respond to any of them.
And see what I'm saying too is, I don't think it's gonna. When I say response, I'm thinking it's gonna be somebody probably like Uncle Murder, and then 50 just gonna talk on the track. Cause that's the type of response I'm most likely predicting.
I mean, when I think about it, right, and mind you, out of all the beefs, out of all the disrespect that's been back and forth between rappers and 50, I think T.I.'s son really went over the line with it. You know, talking about his dead moms and all that. Like, yeah, I get it. He talked about your mother. But what did he really say? He posted a picture of her. But now you're talking about but now you're talking about dig your mother up and shit like that. But it's not called for none of that. If that's the case, just post a picture of his mother, of his kid's mother. Because that's what he did. He posted a picture of T.I.'s kid's mother. Post a picture of his kid's mother. Do that. We got to bring up his mother for. Because, you know, Tony Yayo did time for slapping up Jimmy Henchman's son. So you really want your son to go deal with that? Ain't nobody untouchable in this world. It's nothing. And when I tell you it's nothing, it brings me back to Biggie and the whole East Coast, West Coast beef. And E40 booked Biggie to come to the Bay Area only to set him up.
Spaceship, yep.
So, you know, when you think about it, it's wicked. It's wicked. The game could be wicked. He said T.I. needs to do a versus battle against Busta or Fabulous. Nah, T.I. ain't fucking with Busta.
Eminem told 50 not to do the versus battle against T.I. because T.I. looked really desperate.
And not only that, I read something Eminem was saying that, you know, the legacy of G Unit and everything that he's accomplished, and you think about T.I., and don't get me wrong, T.I. got some dope records. Like, I got a couple of his albums. Paper Trail.
He got a lot of shit, bro.
He's got a lot of dope records. But they not 50 Cent. They not in 50 Cent's level. Dope lyricists. You know, the T.I. is dope, man. You know, his wordplay is crazy, you know, but 50 Cent is just a different animal. Does 50 have, you know, get rich or die trying energy? Probably not. You know, because he's not struggling no more. He's not recovering from the bullet wounds and none of that shit. So he's hungry in a different way, you know? And I just always feel like somebody's trying to bring him into they shit, trying to get clout off of him. But if I respectfully tell you I don't want to do a versus with you, and I tell you I don't talk to rats, just leave the shit alone. Then you got his son talking about that 50 a rag, he snitched on Jimmy Henchman. If 50's name is not in no paperwork, Is it snitching? Can you post, paperwork that says his name on it?
You know what I could also say at the end of the day, because people will get on T.I. for snitching as well. But see, we live at a time now that stuff don't really matter anymore because everybody's monetizing their stories. Everybody's talking on these microphones. Everybody got a podcast. So,
but
I don't understand. Go ahead.
Even with T.I. shit, who did T.I. snitch on?
They can't tell you.
He admitted to having the firearms. Who did he snitch on? T.I.
Now, do you think that could be possibly because of the record label seeing him as a bankable artist? They're going to pull some strings to keep him out of prison?
Of course. Like, think about it. Fat Joe was on Atlantic Records. They pushed Fat Joe to the side for T.I. T.I. was the big thing. And again, T.I. was the big thing because guess who endorsed him? Jay-Z.
So it's all about the big cosigns at the end of the day that can help you, especially also if you got leverage. If you got leverage and you got some what they say, some stroke balls, you'll be okay.
To me, a dope versus would be T.I. Lil Wayne.
Or T.I. and Luda, based off the history.
I mean, yeah, Luda's dope, but Atlanta don't really respect Ludacris like that. Everybody know that. Because Ludacris came to New York for validation.
Yeah, that's when he got broke in, when he did the Made You Look remix.
Yeah.
That's what broke into the New York crowd.
Even before that, his records, But T.I. Lil Wayne, that would be a dope versus. 50 Cent ain't doing no verses against nobody. One person I see 50 Cent doing a verses against is Jay-Z.
What about you think it will work with Game?
The Game and 50?
Yeah.
No. Ludacris is from Champaign, Illinois. Yeah. A reason why I don't see 50 and Game doing a versus is because 50 wrote most of his hit records. And I'm not saying he wrote his lyrics, but all the hooks, all the chorus, all the choruses, there's 50 choruses. And a lot of them was 50's records that he was going to do, but he gave Game the hooks. Think about it. Game's biggest records is Hate It or Love It and another 50 record.
Yeah, I mentioned T.I. because they had a list of possible combatants that 50 could do a versus with. They said this on Hot New Hip Hop. They mentioned, now we know this is a snowball chance in hell this will happen, but they mentioned Ja Rule. There's no chance in hell that's ever happening, but they mentioned Ja Rule just based off the records and the impact. They mentioned Nas, which is based off Queen's legacy. They mentioned Busta Rhymes just based off performance versus precision.
I don't see Busta doing a versus against 50. I could see Busta doing a versus against Eminem.
That'd be dope.
Being how long, Busta been out. Busta been out for a long time. I could see Busta and Eminem.
Busta Rhymes is so cold-blooded, Busta Rhymes is so cold blooded. He could do a version with himself. Busta
Yeah.
with the dreads versus Busta now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'll just, you know, if it's going to be beef, I prefer they keep it on the lyrics.
Yeah.
He said Busta and verse Missy would be dope. Yeah, Missy a monster. Missy, she's a silent killer. I don't see no woman in the game doing the verses against Missy Elliott.
Nah.
I don't see it. And the only other person that I could see that may stand a chance would be Lil' Kim. But I don't think Lil' Kim got as many records as Missy Elliott, because, you know, Missy done wrote for people. Missy done featured on a lot of records. You know?
Yeah, her catalog is heavy.
Yeah, from Aaliyah all the way to 702. Like it don't stop with Missy, you know. But yeah, let me start this show off right though. You know, I'm gonna salute my schools out there. You know, shout out Black Poet. Shout out Escape Skrilla. Shout out Kyron, aka Solo. Shout out Todd Nitty. Shout out Scholazar, who just tapped in with us. You know. Shout out Blackheart. Shout out the whole QB. All the infamous mob, Tragedy Gaddafi, Mega, the list goes on. So who hand to all my schools out there. But, you know, on another topic, this war that's going on in the Middle East, very crazy. And it's crazy in the time that, you know, all this Epstein files and all this other stuff been circulating the web, circulating the newspapers. And just like that, nobody's talking about it no more.
Man, them files have got some deep shit in there. Heavy stuff.
It's crazy. And like just the other day, you know, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton had to testify on it. And his words was, he's seen things, but he ain't say nothing.
And you have so many people within very places of power in those files too. Even Bill Gates admit he had affairs in there.
Look, they just grabbed up the Prince of the UK for being in those files. But what's crazy to me is that they got Elvis Presley in there. They got a few people that are been dead, and they mention them in there.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, so it makes you think like, what the fuck they talking about?
Throwing us a curve.
Yeah, you know. But what's wild to me is that they been had these lists way before Trump was president. They had these lists when Biden was president. How come none of it got exposed then? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when that's, you know what, that would say something about the FBI. If the FBI was automatically having all this in surveillance, they're just documenting it, but not really reporting it. That shows you how the FBI feels about what's going on. That means they're either in on it.
I mean, I'm sure there's people that was over there that's part of that organization. Because everybody that was somebody wanted to be there for some reason. That's where all the money was. Anybody that got power, anybody that had money is on those lists. They even got Jay-Z on the list.
And Jay-Z cleared that shit up quick. He's like, nah, that ain't me.
Do I think that Jay-Z was doing anything? Nah.
Money attracts money. See, what people don't understand is it ain't even got to be even just you going up there. It could be like your organization or your agency inviting you as a guest on there. Like, you're going to go where the money go.
I mean, look, it's like a Hollywood party. Everybody goes to the Hollywood parties. Everybody goes to the Miami parties. The invite's an invite. Most people networking. Most people trying to attract more money. The only way to attract more money is to be around more money. You know? I ain't never seen people hang out with people that got less money than them.
Right. You got to be upon the upper killion of the tax bracket, so to speak.
Yeah, you're going to be around people that got more money than you. Because what you going to learn from somebody that got less money than you?
Right.
Absolutely nothing. We're not even in the same tax bracket. So, of course, I'm going to go where the money is. It's almost like a Diddy party, when you think about it. Diddy was just having the hip-hop version of the Epstein files. And I don't want to say hip-hop version, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just by him having islands and stuff like that, yeah.
All the celebrity guests that all want to be around Puff because Puff was a billionaire.
Right.
Puff was a billionaire. Everybody coming to his party. And he going to everybody's party. Anytime Rock Nation threw a brunch, Diddy was there. Anytime Puffy was throwing parties, Jay was there. And Puff and Jay go back years, like years and years. Like think about the Diddy documentary. How many times Jay-Z's in those pictures?
He and many of them with him.
Like, think about it. Jay-Z is, how old is Jay-Z?
Jay-Z like 55.
How old is Beyonce?
Beyonce is 44.
All right. So think about that. He started dating her when she was like 18. And he was like 28. 28, 29.
Yeah, Beyonce is 44 and Jay-Z is 56.
56, 44, 54 is 10. 12 years older. But what I'm saying is, he was dating her when she was still a teenager. She was like 18. Google that for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go look it up now. Let's see. Says here Jay-Z was approximately 30 to 31 years old when he started dating Beyonce, who was 19 at the time. According to a 2008 17 magazine interview with Beyonce, they met when she was 18 and began dating when she was 19.
There you go. She was young. He was 31 years old. You know? That means when he was 21, she was 9 years old. But what I'm saying is, you know, anybody could get caught up in things like that. Just by you being invited to go somewhere and your name is on the list makes you a target. And you could have just went there and been like, nah, this ain't for me, I'm leaving. But your name is still on the list. Like, look at Cat Williams and how many parties he done went through and all the shit that he's done seen. And he goes there and then he's like, you know what, this ain't for me, I'm out of here.
But automatically they're gonna look at you like you went on you
were there.
You're there.
You were there. Of course, you were there. It's just
it should be that way, but that's just how people think today.
No wonder why Jay-Z made a song called Young Girls. Yeah, I mean, you know, Jay-Z was with Maya when she was young. You know? Jay-Z was trying to holler at Aaliyah. Was mad that Dame was with her. You know? Look at R. Kelly, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that happens in the hood, man. Young girls admire older guys, and older guys don't mind tricking on them.
Man, I remember that in my high school days, man. A lot of the older guys used to come in, they scooping up the girls because they give them a promise of a car, put a down payment on a car, an apartment. Us youngins didn't have a chance with them old cats.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Jay-Z was going out with actress Rosario Dawson. Yeah. No lies told. It's just, you know, it's wicked out there, man. It's wicked. You know, it should be happening.
Yeah.
And you know, you can't take away from the fact that, you know, you at all these parties, people sipping, people chilling. Once the Henny's in the system, ain't no telling if I fuck them or I did something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was telling you. See, they were dropping the hits in the records.
Yeah, I mean that's Biggie. Those are Biggie's lines, and Jay-Z just twisted them up. But
right,
you know, it's still being said. Like, look at Big and Lil' Kim. I don't know what the age difference was between Big and Lil' Kim, but she was young at the time. But this just what goes on in the hood. You know, there's nothing you can do. It's all part of the game, you know.
Yeah, we was always in competition with the college guys at high school. They said R. Kelly will be out by 2045. Damn.
Maybe. He could. Maybe. You never know what could change in a couple years, you know. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Screwball Radio, episode 267.
We had talked about a lot of shit, man. We was talking about the 50-year TI issue. We talked about the war between U.S. and Iran and Israel. We going in about what's going on with the Epstein files, the crazy stuff there. We got some dope music to follow up with this as well. And what's going on before we go there? What's going on with the sports world?
I mean, you know, baseball season gonna start up soon. You know, basketball. You know, I just saw Detroit play. They spanked somebody the other day. Just basketball is exciting to me right now. Because it seemed like all the teams came to play. After the All-Star break, you just see a change in how everybody's playing, you know?
And you know what, believe it or not, that All-Star game was actually entertaining. I like how competitive it was before it changed.
Yeah, it was weird though. It was like Team USA against the West. It was like different different teams was broken up, so it wasn't just like East-West, you know? I think it was like 4 different teams. I mean, when you think about it, the NBA got way more players than it did in the Jordan era. Because you got a couple more new teams that's added to the list, you know? You got the Charlotte Bobcats, you got the Pelicans. What's another new team out there that wasn't around back in the day? But OKC, man, I think it was OKC in Detroit I seen the other day. They was balling out. I like that. I like seeing good basketball, man.
Well, you know who I like, man? I like Ant-Man. That's my favorite player right now because I like he brings that whole competitive energy back. You know what I'm saying? I like
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I call him Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards. He playing 90s basketball right now. Ain't nobody messing with him. He playing that 90s ball. He ain't scared to go to the rim. You know, he's everything that Williamson should have been. What's his name again?
Zion.
Yeah.
He had the whole hype machine behind him, man. I knew it was a mistake when they sent him over to New Orleans. I'm like, man, he gonna get fat, man.
I mean, it's just his injury. He's injury prone, so that's pretty the demise of Zion. But Edwards, he come to play. He won MVP at the All-Star game. He's showing out. He went to the finals last year. You know, shout out Damian Lillard winning the 3-point contest. Yeah, man.
That's what I like about him, man. On top of that, he's bringing that 90s energy just like you said. He ain't even friendly like that. He's here to win. Even with the back and forth with him and KD is funny as hell.
Yeah, he came to ball, you know. He came to ball, and you can't take that away from him. You know? I mean, KD, that's KD, one of my favorite ballers. Yeah, shout out to Pistons, man. Yeah, KD, he's one of my favorite ballers. But he's nothing like he was when he was on OKC.
He was in it. Yeah, that was peak KD right there.
Nobody was touching him. The only person that they had a problem with was Golden State. You know what I'm saying? And they were young. They were young then. The Westbrooks, the Serge Ibaka, you know. That OKC team was something special, man.
Yeah, they had a squad right there, but at the time, then they go against the Miami Heat when the big three with Bron, Bosh, and Wade.
Yeah, that was the time. That was the time. Yeah. And believe it or not, because they was balling before that. So think about this. So the big three was created because of the Boston Celtics. Right?
Mm-hmm. Good.
That was the original big three. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Rajon Rondo. Who else was over there? I think that was the three.
Yeah, Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Then they had Big Baby.
Yeah, but we wasn't really doing shit, that fat fuck. You know, he was just a body. He was just a body down there, you know. But, you know, they brought Bosh from Toronto. LeBron James ended up going there. to Miami. But at that time, you know, you had OKC already gelling together.
And they were younger.
And they was young. They was young. James Harden was the sixth man off the bench. And, you know, yeah, man. But right now, there's a lot of good teams out there. There's a lot of good ball playing. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And it's just fun to watch, you know?
He said, nah, Big Baby was ass.
Oh, yeah, he was big ass. Like he was off. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, he was just a big body to have under the rim. And that's when under the rim play was still a thing. Because you don't got under the rim play no more. Everything is outside jumpers and 3-pointers and fadeaways and you know, I get mad like they don't even try to get the rebound. Like as soon as somebody shoot, the whole team going back the other way. Ain't nobody trying to go get the ball and try to get that you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, and you know, watching the Lakers play, watching the Bulls play, you know, watching the Pistons play, you know, Bill Lane Beard, Isaiah Thomas, you know, watching Barkley play in the 76ers. It was all about the putback. It was all about that second chance, that second point. If you missed the one, you could get that second chance, you know? Now they don't even play ball like that.
They were scrapping under the rim too.
Yeah.
He had Dennis Rodman under there cleaning it up.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? A couple people got elbowed, you know what I'm saying? Fist done got thrown, you know? But they don't play that kind of ball no more. Now it's all about the 3-pointer. You know, you got a couple people that dunk. You got a couple people that might make a highlight. But back then, everything was a highlight. Everything was a highlight. From Dominique Wilkins to Michael Jordan to Isaiah Thomas with the dribbling to Dumas to the Knicks, you know. And, you know, Reggie Miller is really the one that paved the way for that 3-point shit to open up like that, you know. And then Steph Curry just mastered the art of the 3-pointer. And then before you know it, everybody was behind that 3-point line. Everybody shooting from half court now. Like, damn, nigga.
I know y'all hated Reggie Miller to this day.
I mean, yeah, you know, he would come in and you know, put on a show. He was just a good shooter. But when you think about it, that's how the Bulls won a lot of games too.
Yeah,
Steve Kerr. John Paxson, you know, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, all shooting 3-pointers. But it's just nowadays they took away from the aggressive ball and went back and went to that, you know. But yeah, shout out everybody listening, man. We've been talking to people to death. Let's give them some music before we get up out of here. Got a lot of joints out there.
Yes, sir. So yeah, here we go, man. We about to hit y'all with some bangers, and we'll be right back with y'all.
Wuhan. Live from the Matrix.
All right.
Beats that nigga dance, make that pumps like veins. Yeah.
Up the script to the first page, you can see we jump right into it. Scene runs open like this. 4 friends in the crib talking about getting rich. Yo, they go back to the sandbox, hand-to-hand slap box, Skelly on a blacktop. They from the city of the killers, murder one realers, #1 hitters. All brothers, same mother, different father, 1 year apart from each other.
Scene 2, get your popcorn, nigga, the plot's on. What's the outcome? If it's you, they got the drop on.
When the mark is locked on, first one to move, first one to get popped on. Follow instructions, pray this shit pop off. There's cameras on the block, bets off at the cop call. Each man play his role to achieve these goals. See your name in the credits when the TV scroll. Cut!
Up on the dark street tonight, so quiet you can hear the nigga heartbeat. You see him clutching on a hammer, tied around a handle with a purple bandana. When it's time to get violent, his jaw twitch. Nervous condition, he gotta scratch the itch. Close his eyes, hit the head like say a prayer. Look, that motherfucker goes right there.
Scene 4, scene set for war. Camouflage is the backdrop, sketch is drawn. Open up the passenger door and crept up on him. Knew it was a time you could smell the death up on him. When your life's on the line, nothing left to bargain. To survive in the wild, we address the problem. No time for arguing. Got his eye on the target, flares in the darkness. Leave him deadly departed. Cut.
Rapid flashes, a loud scream, heavy breathing, tire screeching. Oh shit, he think he hit, his stomach bleeding. A heavy flow, but it's steady though. Did this shit really happen? Only Allah knows. The land of the free, home of the brave. The secrets you gotta take to the grave.
6 cinematic, automatic is grip. Tuck the rapid in his jacket and jump back in the whip. Back of his mind, gotta make it back to the crib. Told his man, master gas, put the match to the split. Live dirty, get away clean. Gotta take risks, we all might not make it once they edit the script. Real life, not a movie where your time span up. When that gun go blam and the rest they yell cut.
Who have stood the time, test of time, and stood here like legends. But no, we need this nigga records, tech is still, the motherfucking Cocoa Brothers, face to face, man to man, to give them their flowers, cause they deserve it. A legendary, iconic group, and we can't kill it.
Ass niggas oughta know. Wrist twist like water in a toilet bowl. With the order board wardrobe. Whores come to drove. Some walk, others drove. Baby mother low. Overload, trailer load. The whole Long Island Railroad. I've been there a hole since a 12-year-old. Fat rope, shell toes and herringbones. I was skinning bones when I made my bones. Dro was only banging red bones. I was deep in the bitch nail toe, up to my elbows. Walked on the Gulf of Mexico. My ghetto hoes got a special dress code. 5411s with the Velcro. Cold money pulled me out the hellhole. Dope money pulled me out the hellhole. Coke money pulled me out the hellhole. Jugs money pull me out the I'm laughing to the bank, niggas late. Figured after all that dick you went and ate. You went to the same game the women play. But anyway, niggas petty change. Couple saved pennies in my memory bank. Player hating like I ain't the template. Made back Mercedes with the templates. Baby cakes, 10 plates of greater, yeah, get your plate scraped. Even paper plates get left blank. My pinky finger Sammy Davis ring. My Glock P80 never shot blanks. Dan D got your chocolate face. The watch shopper ranks. I'm the Frank Sinatra of the modern day. Pave settings on the diamond chain. H made the time machine with the pieces inside of Vacheron Constantine. I put it in a Ferrari Jeep. I took the car with me on safari retreat. Left skid marks in the streets. Marcy nigga. Dope money pulled me out the hellhole. Coke money pulled me out the hell.
Underneath the eye of the storm. Peace to Nicole Bell, she been fighting so long. He left behind 2 kids. I'm writing this song for Jada and Jordan. Y'all gotta be strong. Mama's a queen. She's showing you the right from the wrong. In spirit, your dad is with you from the night to the dawn. Salute the Manny Haley Productions for doing this movie, exposing corruption. If I could talk to him, I asked them cops, why did you do the devil's work when you blast them shots? I seen heaven open up when his casket dropped. It felt like an earthquake, this the aftershock. His legacy lives on, please let us pray. They murdered him on his wedding day. On Wall Street they ring a bell, but his name lives on across the world. They need to ring a bell for Sean. No justice, no peace. Another black man shot dead in the streets. Make the whole hood feel sad, it's sadness. But we feel mad, it's madness. Mike Oliver said his gun jam, he the main one. 12-year veteran and don't know how to use a gun, think we dumb? If your clip was loaded to the top and your gun jammed, how you fired 31 shots? Say you shot at the man cause you thought he was strapped, but you killed the man cause you thought he was shooting back. Black America, what kind of garbage is that? The police academy arming these fools with gats? Say your reason was you thought he carried a gun. That mean you killed him for nothing cause he ain't have one. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of son. Hope the change get here before the revolution come.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. Yes, indeed, man. We about to go in and bring this show to a close. We want to thank everybody once again for tuning in with us every Saturday night. This coming month, we're going to be bringing some guests on board. We're going to have some surprises coming in, hopefully down the line. So all you got to do is just be patient, support us. Screwball Radio live and direct, episode 267. Wait for Comet to get back.
Wuhan.
There we go.
Screwball Radio, another episode in the books. 267. This means war episode. You know, pray for Iran. Pray for the United States. Pray for Israel.
Hopefully next Saturday we have some peace.
I mean, hopefully tomorrow we have some peace.
Right.
You know,
I was going to say the next hour.
Yeah, you know, let's be peaceful, man. It's 2026. You know, it should always be logic over nonsense, man. And people gotta look at shit logically and not ignorantly. You know what I'm saying? Just the only way as a people that people could coincide with each other, man, is through logic, not ignorance. Ignorance brings war. People being stubborn. You know what I'm saying? People not listening to reason when reason is logic. And I ain't never seen logic be wrong. You know what I'm saying? 1 + 1 is 2. 2 × 2 is 4. That's logic. So let's all think logically, man, and reasonable. And we'll have a better world, you know? And let's take greed out of shit. You know, a lot of people's greedy. A lot of shit is happening because of greed. You know, a lot of shit happening because of land that was stolen, you know, and you know, the land is there. Just let them have it, man. It's not taken away from y'all, you know. It's not taken away from nobody. Everybody's still thriving. You know, those nations over there are still rich in power, and let's just, you know, sit down and put shit behind us, man. Move forward, man, for the people, man.
Facts.
You know,
like, people tired of war, man. We've been having shell shock and PSTD from this shit, man. Like, give us a year break at least.
I mean, you think about the wars going on. You think about the injustice that goes on in the states, and injustice happens everywhere. Like, look at ICE. Like, we at war with ICE, the everyday people. Like, you know, let's just have peace, man. You know, but you know, there's no love without war. So, but you know, it could be resolved peacefully, you know.
Facts.
You just do it for the people, man. Do it for the babies, man. Do it for the youth. The young ones that's coming up, and they got to see this shit, you know. But shout out to Florida, where they just passed that law for you know, if you rape young girls, anybody under the age of 12, which really should be anybody getting raped. Like, nobody should be getting raped and you get away with it, or you just get jail time, you know. But, you know, they did the death penalty for people that do that to underage girls. It should really be to any girl. Like, you should never be forcefully putting yourself over no woman at no time. You know what I'm saying? If she's not for you, if she don't want you, yo, there's plenty other women, man. And you can't be a thirst monster like that you going around trying to do that shit to women when, you know, what if you had a daughter? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just be mindful, man. But there's monsters out there, you know what I'm saying? There's monsters out there, and monsters are meant to get put down. So, you know, just love the children, man. A comment for the children. That's all I'm gonna say. Screwball for the children. You know what I'm saying?
That might have to be a new shirt.
Wu-Tang is for the children. You know what I'm saying? The children of the future. So how we doing shit to them? You know, we supposed to be paving the way for them, not destroying them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Screwball Radio, another episode in the books. Shout out my brother E. Mossberg.
Damn.
Shout out the whole Screwball army. Who to the hand to the who. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that tapped in with us, you know. Shout out Derek Mallory. Shout out Scholazar. Shout out everybody worldwide tapped in. Whether you're on Facebook Live or you on YouTube with us. One love and all that. Who hand. Take us out of here, E.
All right. Catch us next time. Same screw time, same screw channel.
What?
That BB Young shit it coming. Fuck they thought it was, man. Come, let's get this fucking money, you heard? I could look like your neighborhood Flanders. Intercept your re-up like Deion Sanders. I said, fuck your mama, part of my grandma. My team stay winning like we Alabama. Nick Saban, nah, no mistake. Your girl gun, now your mistake. Thirsty, let the bitch taste it. She a hoe, took it way past kiss facing. Oh, you mad, one shot, make you kiss pavement. 5 ninjas. dangerous. Check you when you mispaint. Coppers out make you wanna live cage. Yeah. Jack boys make you wanna play the villain. Noisy cricket hit them, all they see no flashlight grilling. I'm a klepto, so I can't stop stealing. Suggest you stop willing, revealing what you dealing. Cause last night I caught a 9 right on the front seat. Car hopping in the hood right off a Young Street.
You can see with weak eyes. Wake up. Wake. Here it comes. You can see with weak eyes. Wake up. You can see with weak eyes. Wake up. Wake up.
I'm from a block that keep clicking. The shit in the pot thickens, the plot thickens. Dottie screaming is lit for a little chicken. Pop the clutch on the strip, swam me on the hip. Screwball the foundation. Man, La Familia, blood thicker than water. We midnight marauders, suicide pullover. Cross island maneuvers, we emerge out the sewers. Power ruler, burn sour in the Uber. Beware the intruders, avoid the Judas. Suckers are clueless, this game is ruthless. Twisted off embalming fluid, leave human life ruined. It's murder music, pump drugs to it. Watch thugs pop slugs to it, Ralphie Barenit. Straight kamikaze shit, blicky with extended clip. Give it to him straight drop, fuck that watered down shit. On my New York shit, move cautious, we gave you fair warning.
What's your drug of choice? Ross.
Ricky Ross is doing George Bush's time.